Alright, so welcome back everyone. Today we are going to be watching the Nintendo Direct because they very last minute announced that they're going to be doing a Direct, and I had to get this all set up and everything, and we're going to be just watching this today. So who knows what they're going to announce, because next week they have another one, and I was planning on streaming the one next week, which is the Switch 2 Direct, where they're going to announce the Switch 2 and everything. So I'm surprised they announced this. They're probably going to show off some interesting like last minute Switch One games. So I'm really interested in seeing what they're gonna show off. Honestly, it'll be interesting. I feel like so. Yeah, a bit of a last minute setup, but hopefully we should have a good stream today. So the show's going to be starting in four minutes. We got about 4 minutes until everything starts. So yeah, pretty excited for that. I wonder what they're going to show off. I'm not really expecting anything really too crazy, but we'll see. We'll see for sure. Anyway. All right, and got about 3 minutes left. So let me just share this with everyone so that they know we're streaming. And as always, I'm going to be watching the chat and answering any questions, whatever questions you guys might have, because we haven't streamed in like about a week or so, I think. But yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on the chat and seeing everyone's messages. Dragon Quest 12 today. I don't know about today. I think there's a chance next week it might happen. It might happen next week. I think next week they're gonna announce all the heavy hitters. Like I think Persona 3 is probably gonna be on Switch too. They're probably gonna announce it for that because it seems like a little too powerful. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, very last minute stream, but it's starting in 1 minute now. So we have 1 minute until the direct starts. I'm hoping they announce something cool, you know. We'll see. I think for maybe next week's going to be the hardware one. Today's the software direct. Is that what they're going for? I didn't really look into to what this direct's going to be about too much. Yeah, I did not really look into that. Let's see, Dragon Quest tomorrow, Mario Baseball 2. The 1 and 2 remake, they could announce the 1 and 2 remake today. That could actually happen. Oh, it's starting. It's starting. Let's see this. Alright, the direct's beginning. No way. It's actually Dragon Quest. They're starting with Dragon Quest. They're starting with Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Oh, okay, there's Dragon Quest 1. Holy crap, I can't believe it started with this. There's Diagonal Walking. The two tales of brave heroes begin anew. So there's Dragon Quest 2 remake. There's the intro section for DQ2. Okay, that's crazy. I can't believe it started with it. There's a tower that you jump off of and everything. Dude, this is insane. That's crazy. That's crazy that it started with Dragon Quest. The Rainbow Bridge and everything. This looks amazing. There's the Princess of Cantlin, of Cannock. Wait, is she? Did they make her another party member? There's a fourth party member. They made the Princess of Cannock a party member. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD-2D remake. That's crazy that they started with it. That is the craziest beginning for a Direct.
And I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Well, I'm glad I didn't miss this. I'm glad we didn't skip out on this. Gotta admit.
Providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
That's crazy.
We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd. So please tune in for that as well.
We're gonna definitely be excited for that one.
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD-2D Remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits?
That's the Princess of Cannock, the other character. That's gotta be her.
In the future.
She in the original, she always talked about how she wanted to go on an adventure with her brother and everything, and they actually put her in the remake as a character. That's gotta be her. That has got to be her.
From dire straits.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Alright, what's this?
Help me. Please help me, Daddy!
Yeah, Somnium Files.
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in
I
his
never
left
got
eye.
it.
Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts.
Now, here's my question: Did they tell us what the release date was for DQ? They didn't, right? It was just 2025.
Explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th. Unleash the supernatural.
This is Shin Megami Tensei. Dude, what the heck?
Classic Atlas action RPG returns.
Oh, okay.
Remastered HD.
Raidou Remastered.
Enhanced gameplay.
This is crazy. This is a really crazy direct for JRPG fans so far. It's one of those directs.
Raidou Kuzunoha.
It's one of those directs, you know. That's what I'm noticing.
But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner.
Devil Summoner.
To protect the capital, Raidou must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Raidou through a series of strange incidents.
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
As he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raidou Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Consume darkness. With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world, where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck. But who is this spherical stranger? Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before.
So what is this, like Pac-Man? This is like a dark version of Pac-Man or something?
World will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the.
It looks kind of interesting. It's like a Metroidvania. What is this? Is this some kind of crazy Pac-Man?
By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on
pretty crazy
Nintendo
that they would
Switch
make something like that.
July 18th.
Yeah, like Hollow Knight
The
Pac-Man.
rhythmic march begins.
Is that Patapon? On Switch?
Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming on
Not 3
Nintendo
though,
Switch
because
as one bundle.
that's crazy. Bandai Namco owns it now?
Drum to the beat and
That's a
use
PlayStation
it to
exclusive.
advance to the Patapon army.
I thought Sony owned
For
that.
example,
That's weird.
Patapon advances them forward.
And Sony never remade 3, so they only have 1 and 2.
And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power. From the horse-riding Kibapon to the shield-savvy Tatepon, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes.
I like these games. I actually bought them recently for PS5.
New features have been added, so you can advance to the.
And
beat
Sony
of
really
your
gets
own
rid of
drum.
everything that they own.
Lead the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch, July 11th.
So it says Sony Interactive Entertainment. So I think Sony does still own it.
Welcome to Zephyr Town, a cozy place.
Oh great,
nestled
another
in
cozy
Swift
game, you
Valley.
guys.
This is where your new life begins.
Another Story of Seasons.
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
You must be the new farmer.
Hans.
Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals. Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone.
You can get married, actually. Yeah, you can do that in all the games.
Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town.
I'm still thinking about the Dragon Quest reveal. I want to go back. After this is all over, we're going to go back and we're going to do an analysis real quick.
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Alright, what other games? What other games we got?
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series. Next, please take a look at this.
What's this? Oh, Metroid Prime 4. Beyond. Did they announce a name for it yet? This has got to be the first time I announced it, right? So I guess this is the gameplay reveal then.
This is the unknown planet Vuros.
I hope there's like interesting villain, like enemies in this game, because
Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
I want to see the combat. Let's see.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Let's see how much of a competent shooter it is now.
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities. These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind. But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus? And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
Oh, she got a new suit.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Alright, let's see the other headlines. If they're not doing this much stuff at this direct, what's gonna happen next week? That's my question. What's stirring up?
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As the newest potionista,
Oh my god, I don't like games about cafes or coffee shops.
For Disney villains and get to know
They're all dressed like hipsters, what the heck?
Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations. The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Summon a spellbinding adventure.
Is this that witch game that Chucklefish was making?
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master
Yeah, it
the
is.
magical arts. During
I've actually been
class,
looking forward to
use
this one.
magic circles to
It looked kinda
perform
good.
rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition.
You have to pay for tuition here?
Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items.
That's crazy. Going to student debt from going to Hogwarts. Imagine that.
In online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment.
Yeah, they definitely could have remade it
Witchbrook flies
DQ5
onto
instead.
Nintendo Switch this holiday. action, adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity.
Goldman.
In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane.
This looks nice. It's kind of like a Metroidvania, I guess.
To find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday. Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade.
That looks cool, actually. The Gradius collection.
Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2.
These are pretty good games.
Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
So they're making a new one.
Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the beat in Rift of the NecroDancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters.
NecroDancer made like a Guitar Hero thing.
With epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And be on the lookout.
I thought it was like a dungeon crawler. Why does it look like that?
Rift of the NecroDancer launches.
Or that's the new one, isn't it?
Later today. Let's see what's in store.
Tamagotchi. Yeah, it's Tamagotchi.
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series. There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist.
This reminds me of that DS
and
game.
Arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
Okay, the Pokemon gameplay. I'm not interested in Pokemon anymore at all. Like, I could not be less interested. Look at the graphics aren't that interesting. Like, they got rid of all the Pokemon.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA.
And it's only in the city. You can jump off rooftops and stuff.
You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City.
One of the worst designed cities in gaming history, by the way.
A company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment.
Impossible to figure out where you're going in that original city on the 3DS.
Pokemon and people of Lumio City. Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here.
Badoo.
But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops. People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City.
Yeah, the city design was atrocious in the original, I agree. I thought it was nauseating, actually. It was so badly designed.
Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate.
Does go around and like everything looks the same and you can't tell where you are. It's a ridiculously bad city.
Trainers await in battle zones.
There's some underground dogfighting going on
If you're
here.
spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
Pansy.
Strike first before
Dude, these
being
graphics
seen,
are so
and you'll land a
crap, man.
surprise
It's like,
attack.
it looks just so bad.
During battles, using a super effective move
There's no
with the right
shadows. Like,
moment is key.
there's no shadows at all.
And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
Like, it genuinely,
You'll
the
start rank
3DS
C
games had a
and
nicer
work your
aesthetic
way
than
up to
this.
rank A. Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted. Day and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure? Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
Hello there. Boop. The game you're about to see, boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. Boop. You wanna see? Boop. Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop. It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky. Boop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm?
Yeah, I want them to go back to sprites also, honestly, with the Pokemon games. I don't like how they did how they changed the 3D. I think it looked a lot better and more aesthetically pleasing when they were just doing sprites.
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series,
Rhythm Heaven.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
This actually looks pretty good. Oh, 2026. Gotta wait a whole year for this one.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system.
Okay, what's this?
Please take a look.
What kind of news is this?
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system
Okay.
and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
This is sounding interesting.
What if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card.
Virtual game card?
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
What does that mean?
When purchasing the digital version of the game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
What's the
Here,
difference, though?
You can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system. If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and loaded onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want.
Why?
Just as if you had inserted a physical game card.
Why are they acting like this is some kind of new concept?
With
Like,
virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems.
that's so stupid. On Steam, you can freaking play all your games on anything.
Is required, but only the first time.
This is so stupid.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
That is so dumb.
Family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to. And you're done. They can now play on their own system.
This is really
You
dumb.
can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks.
2
after
weeks
which they
only.
will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use.
No, it's not.
Virtual
Digital games are
game
easy to
cards.
use if you can just play all your games on every console you own for the Switch.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Alright, what else we got here? High on Life. Man, it looks so jank on the Switch. Alright. We're gonna take a look at Dragon Quest after this is done. We're gonna do a quick rewind and take a quick look at it. Look how choppy these games are, dude. We need the Switch 2 like right now. Like right now.
Uncover history once more.
Oh, what's this? RPG?
An HD remaster of Saga,
Saga
Frontier
Frontier.
2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
Another HD remaster.
Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will, the Explorer. 2 heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG. Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Monumental adventures await.
What's this game called again?
Embark on peaceful journeys across the
Or this has
series
gotta be
of
new.
beautiful
Monument
puzzle games.
Valley.
Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover.
Next week's direct is gonna be a lot better than this one, I feel like.
secrets to unfold.
That's gonna be the direct to
In
watch.
Monument Valley, lead the silent
You know, if they reveal
princess
Dragon
Ivy on a
Quest
quest for forgiveness,
at a direct, I feel like they'll do 12. They could do 12 at a direct also. They could do 12 next week,
Different journey
potentially.
awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first 2 Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3 setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Well, golf. Is that Hot Shots Golf? World Invitational? For the PS Vita?
New entry in the Everybody's
No.
Golf series is driving on
Wait, they're actually bringing this to Switch?
Aim,
I remember that's the girl from the Vita version of the game.
just right,
It's the same
and
character.
Take your shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins, side spins, and other special shots
There are 2 PlayStation games
in the single-player challenge mode. Compete in
on
tournaments
Switch
and
this
face
this
off
week.
against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play. So just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Yeah, Sony just announced 2 games at the Direct today. That's kind of whack. Captain America.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15,
Oh, is this new?
including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play. The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement.
All right, let's see what this
Please take a
is.
look.
This got to be big. It's not Animal Crossing. It's some kind of Mii game. Yeah, it's a Mii, like a Mii simulator game.
How refreshing. Hiya. Tomodachi Life, living the dream.
Tomodachi Life. They ended with. Let's see.
Did you want to talk?
Ah. Glad that was only a dream.
The Mii's actually look a little bit better than they did before.
That was Tomodachi Life.
No, it was a pretty bad direct overall, but there was some good to be had.
In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
All right, what do we think about the
Final
direct?
announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
I thought that was the final
Here's
announcement.
Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
I thought the other one was the final announcement.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly.
An app.
This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day.
Interesting.
After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out.
We're gonna go back and look at the Dragon Quest trailer right after this is done.
That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Alright, that was the Direct. So let's go back to the beginning where the good part was. And we're going to look at the Dragon Quest part for the Direct. And I might do a deeper dive later on. But for now, we're going to just take a quick old look at the Dragon Quest trailer. So let's kind of slowly watch it and see what we can spot. Let's see what we can spot. Alright, this has got to be the beginning of Dragon Quest 1. There's the king. So this is like the intro section. There's no 3 chests here. There's the advisor. They completely redesigned this castle room. There's no like it's totally overhauled. Interesting how he looks though. All right, got a torch in the cave. That's got to be Erdrich cave, or that might be the other cave where you find the cursed necklace. Yeah, look how big Alfgard is. 2 Tales of Brave Heroes begin anew. So that's got to be where the sage was. Dude, they like really overdid the presentation of this game. It's crazy. So this, of course, is the intro section of the original game when the Moonbrick Princess's dad sacrifices himself and like the forces of Hargon are destroying the castle. Interesting. Alright. There's the flood. This, interesting. So, this is, of course, the one tower you have to jump off with the cape and land on the other one. Very famous scene. There's not a whole lot to see here yet, but yeah, classic Dragon Quest 2 monsters we got. Hey, welcome to the stream. Sorry some of you are getting here pretty late. That is the Manguini from Dragon Quest 9, though, isn't it? That never appeared in Dragon Quest 2. That never appeared in Dragon Quest. I can tell from behind it that that's the Manguini. So there's definitely monsters that did not appear in the original game that are appearing in this one, for sure. I think I can confirm that right now, right here and now. I can confirm that. Alright, so of course they'll jump off together with the cape. And this must be the castle getting... See, that's a Manguini. That never appeared in Dragon Quest 2. That's a modern Dragon Quest monster. So they're adding new monsters to the DQ2 experience, it looks like. That weren't in the game before. Because these were not in the original game. Now this... That's interesting. It's a pedestal. That's got to be the rainbow drop. So they made it a lot more dramatic than DQ3 remake. So this has got to be Cannock Castle, right? And like I was saying, that is the Princess of Cannock. That has got to be her for sure. It only makes sense that that's her. So. Because in the original game, she's like, oh, I really want to go on an adventure with you guys. I really want to go. And she has like a, and then she has like a problem with that. This has got to be some kind of locked content that Hori probably wanted for the original game that he didn't put in because he couldn't because of some kind of constraints. Because there was a lot of plans he had for her in the original game that they couldn't put in. This is going to be interesting because DQ2 was such a rushed game that had a lot of things cut out of it. And basically, this is their chance to kind of restore the original vision for Dragon Quest II. This is really exciting, actually. I'm actually really excited for this. This is going to be crazy. Yeah, so they added her to the cover. So she's added to the cover, basically. So this is... There's 4 player... I like how nobody's talking about Dragon Quest 1, because it's not as interesting as 2, I feel like. I feel like the changes they brought with 2 are a lot bigger. So we have 4 party members in 2. They could add so much to these original games. They could add so much. But it's like... It really makes you wonder what they're going to change. I feel like these games are going to be a much more drastically changed remaster than... remake than 3. Because 3 was not as... It wasn't that different from the original. 3 was relatively the same as the original, while 1 and 2 HD-2D remake, it looks like they've changed a lot more when it comes to that. So, you know, the Erdrick's Legacy they're talking about is passed on. Yeah, look, the layouts are totally different. This is definitely worthy of a deep dive, though, I think. If you guys would like to see me deep dive into the trailer, I can do that. I'm wondering when the release date is and when they're going to announce the release date. And I'm thinking next week it's possible, but I'm thinking they're probably going to wait until May 27th. That's just next month, right? They're going to do May 27th, probably show off the release date for this game, and maybe we'll hear more about 12, you know. Who knows? But it's like they definitely added a lot to this. It's pretty interesting. Interesting to say for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to look into this a little more and do a little more analysis on this. So yeah, I think we'll end the stream here for today. I really appreciate everyone showing up. I'm glad we streamed today, because if I didn't stream, we would have missed this. I did not want to miss this, so I'm really glad we kind of threw this whole last minute stream together at the last second, and all you know, checked out the Dragon Quest reveal, and also some of the other games they announced. They announced some other cool stuff at the Direct also. So yeah, I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.
I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, so please tune in for that as well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD-2D Remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Escape from dire straits.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Help me! Please help me, Dante!
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th. Unleash the supernatural.